This is going to be a quick recap of WWE Saturday Night's main event, the 23rd of May edition. No waiting time, let's just jump straight into it. The opening match was Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, B-Fab and Michin. The only reason this match was here was so they could keep both get Rhea on the card and the show itself, and keep her match with Jade at Clash in Italy this Sunday. Keep going, like keep the heat up and that. Besides that reason, this was pretty standard for WWE tag wise, as it started off with the faces getting a hot run, only to then get worked over, which was Charlotte, which was a bit of a surprise because I would have thought that would have gone to Alexa, but it didn't matter in the end because it led to the inevitable hot tag of Rhea, who runs wild, taking out everyone before we get, the big spot of Rhea and Jade coming face to face, teasing that. But then in the end, the babyfaces seem to have it won and start celebrating a bit too early, allowing Jade to hit a surprise Jaded on Rhea, pinning her, which clearly means Jade's losing next week at Clash in Italy in her rematch for the title. After that was Soul Rooker versus Becky Lynch, and well, this was just a complete and utter disappointment. The match itself went less than 3 minutes altogether, and this is how it can be summed up in. Becky jumps Soul before the bell. Soul then goes on a hot run. Becky pulls ref in front of her, so the ref gets hit with a Soul Snatcher, not Becky. Ref calls for the DQ, and then we get a post-match beatdown by Becky. What did this accomplish? Answer, nothing at all, as it doesn't do anything for Soul, it doesn't do anything for Becky. All this did was confirm that they're having a rematch at Clash in Italy this Sunday for the championship. So you could still have had a short match here, but actually accomplish something. Why not have Becky lose under 3 minutes to Soul because of the Soul Snatcher? Gets over the Soul Snatcher as this really new RKO out of nowhere thing, and that's it. That would have given Soul some momentum heading into the title match, and would have given a bit more, maybe for the title, Soul can actually win this, because look at how powerful her finisher is. But no. Anyway, we'll see what happens in Italy. Next was Penta versus Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship. Why have the whole show, the show's presentation around Penta, with him being on the poster, and having his and Page's title match being presented and positioned as the biggest match on the card, which in itself is fair enough. You're trying to get both over in a good way and establish a new mid card. Then why is it in the middle of the show and it's the third match on the card, third match of the night? That being said though, this match was awesome. It was awesome, back and forth action with both given the spotlight, with Ethan, even in defeat, still looking awesome and coming out of the match, I personally think, better. And you know why this worked in the end? Because they gave it time. This is what you need to get over great wrestlers. You need to give them enough time to show what they can do, and this match definitely delivered and is easily the match of the night for me. Next then was Paige and Brie Bella versus the irresistible forces of Nia Jax and Lash Legend for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This match unfolded exactly how you would expect it to, as it was a SmackDown TV match. with the heels jumping the faces at the start, faces fighting back before Paige is the one to get worked over, which is a shame because this is what her role is most likely going to be. As due to her past neck injury, this is what she's going to play, the beaten down tag team partner leading to a hot tag. And a hot tag we got as Bray did go on for a little while on a hot run, only for the heels to get a close fall before tagging back into Paige, who gets the roll up on Nia for the retention. There's nothing else to say about this match except for when's Nikki coming back, and we can get to this inevitable heel turn by both Bellas turning on Paige. And in our main event of the evening, it's the vision of Austin Theory and Logan Paul versus the Street Profits of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins for the World Tag Team Championships. There's something about the Profits. They have this aura, energy, if you want to call it, about their matches that they can just, whilst they're running wild, they can engage and capture the imaginations of the fans, and it just really gets you on the edge of your seat and you're so invested in them. Shame though that for the most part of this match was just fine, but that could have all been forgiven if they stuck with where they were going, as the finish to this match looked to be great, as Montez hit his dive over the ring post onto Paul and Theory, only then to follow that up by him jumping over a charging Bron Breakker looking to hit his runaround spear, only to get pounced by Dawkins over the announce table. One sky high and from the heavens combo later, we should have brand new World Tag Team Champions, right? But no. Instead, we got Heyman interference, Logan Paul using the brass knucks, and the Vision retain their championships in what was a limp way to close this match and the show as a whole. Conclusion: the 23rd of May edition of Saturday Night's Main Event can be easily described as skippable. There's absolutely nothing on this show besides the really good Intercontinental Championship match, like I said, was awesome, that you should check out. But everything else, nothing was furthered or added to anything happening. It was just a placeholder before we get to Clash in Italy. So you should only really go out your way to check the IC title match and nothing else on this edition of Saturday Night's Main Event. Thank you for watching. Check out future videos and I'll see you soon. Bye.